Yo, Void family, what up, though? Sheesh, 300 in here already. What's up, family? Y'all can see me? Y'all can hear me? All right, let me just... John Adams, thank you so much. Thank you. Loud and clear, dig that. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. All right, I don't know. I got it on my phone over here. That might be a little confusing. So I might switch things around. Nah, I think that'll be good. That way I can see y'all chat real time. Dope. What's up, family? Happy full moon. Happy full moon. Let me see. Just making sure everything's straight on this on this streaming program. Tiffany, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all, I wanted to jump on last night. Whole house was on tip. I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen tonight. So I apologize for that. Y'all know us though. When the time's right, Spirit always gets us right. It's not always on the exact time of the full moon or the new moon or whatever, but we always get it together. We always get it right. Spirit always got us. So, oh, that's what I want to do. Okay, hold up, y'all. I'll pull this down a little bit. All right, hopefully that's a little better. So, I think we're gonna do it a little different tonight, y'all. I think maybe instead of doing I guess it's probably gonna be about the same thing. I think instead of doing a I don't know, let's see what y'all want to do. We can do a pick a card. I was thinking about doing a pick a card instead of cards for each individual zodiac sign. But honestly, I feel like it's probably both going to take about the same amount of time. I wanted to shave a little time off so we didn't have to sit through the shuffling, but I didn't get any of the piles together anyways. So what y'all feeling? Pick a card. That's what I was feeling. Just switching it up a little bit. We usually go through the zodiac. So I think we'll do like a collective message. Just kind of like a general message. You know, because we are a collective. We are all of the signs. And then we will do a pick a card. We'll do 3 piles. So what comes up in your mental space, what's on your spirit first? Pile 1, 2, or 3. You can pick 2 of them or all of them if you want, but always go with your first gut instinct without thinking about it. But yeah, I'm feeling a pick a card. We'll do 3 piles. I have these beautiful oracle decks. We'll grab some cards from maybe a tarot card or 2 for each pile as well. And I think aside from that, we'll do a little general collective spread. We'll grab a Moonology card to grab the vibes. We'll grab a double major card as like a theme of what the message is, and then we'll grab a couple tarot cards as well from the Light Seers. For those of you who have been asking what this deck is, it is called the Light Seers Tarot. Lightseer. I try to say the names of the tarot decks I use. The Sobriety Playbook, thank you so much. Amaria, thank you so much. Lisa, thank you guys. Damn, thank you guys so much, man. What a blessing. What a blessing. And if I don't shout you out by some chance, you guys, I really have a hard time focusing. Especially when I'm like in the midst of the reading. So if I don't shout you out, please know that I'm very grateful for you and your contribution to the family, to the channel. Thank you guys. Just want to say thank you in case I miss you. I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you or anything like that. When that super chat button pops up at the bottom of the screen, can y'all see that? Oh yeah, I guess I got the reading pulled up over here as well. Yeah, we can see it. Trying to reposition that so it wasn't all up in the way. Convalescing soul, thank you so much. Wow, you guys. Can I do this? Dope, I can. Sheesh, we out here tonight. You guys, how exciting. You know, we made it through the portal. Here we are. Hopefully that music isn't too loud. You guys let me know if it is, or if anything kind of acting funky, let me know. The mic's been being a little weird, the cords or whatever. I think it's time for some new equipment. I got new cords, but maybe a new condenser, and it's time for a new laptop. And you know, the crazy thing is, this thing's only like, I think 2 years old, and the touchpad is like popping out and shit, and it's never went anywhere. I've never brought it anywhere, never even really taken it out of the studio, and it's kind of ghetto. So I think it's time for a new one here. Holy, divine Mother and Father, Great Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages for the Void family, for the collective tonight, for our highest good. Anything we need to hear, anything we need to know, any messages that will bring us clarity and confirmation, any messages that will empower the fam, any messages that will bring healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will help us align with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives, and of course, above all, any messages that will help the family align with divine will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. How are we gonna start this, Spirit? How are you guys feeling? How about that? Lauren, thank you so much for the super chat. How is everybody feeling though? What I've gathered from just hopping into the group, the Facebook group, our Void family over there, it seems like people have been feeling the full moon energies pretty intensely. Tired. I've been tired myself, and it's felt like I've been trying to get back in the flow with my routine through the holidays, really since Scorpio season, but shoot. But also, with that being said, I really been connecting and meditating, praying a lot lately, and I feel like there's a lot of change coming, not only for us individually in our realities, but also for the channel. There's just it's almost like I've been kind of bombarded, so I'm like just kind of waiting for Spirit to give me that green light. That's beautiful, feeling a bit lighter. Melody, yes. And we made it through the portal. And you guys, I was just looking at the transits a little bit ago, and I noticed February comes along and we have a Pisces stellium. Come Pisces season, we get a Pisces stellium popping off, so a lot of Piscean energy. I'm ready to take it. I'm ready to swim in that. I can dig it. For those of you that have heavy Pisces placements, I feel like it's going to be a big month. I feel like, as we move into 2024, the calendar year, right? Because I feel like the new year is really springtime, but just since we've kind of crossed over into the new year, it's been intense. There's so much going on, so much craziness happening in the world, and I'm just like, sheesh. So with that being said, though, I just want to remind the family not to get caught up. I mean, yes, be aware, be conscious, be present in your everyday world, but try not to get caught up and don't get dragged by everything that's going on in the world. Stay rooted, stay present, stay connected and praying, stay prayed up, stay protected, All right. Look at the bigger picture. That's been coming out a lot for the collective. What's the message tonight, please, for the collective? Holy Spirit, what's the message for the collective tonight? Bottom of the deck, Taurus energy. Your dreams need a practical plan. Let me get this off my screen. Your dreams need a practical plan. And this has been, I'm not surprised this card came out. I feel like the collective knows this, and I feel like most of the collective is working at this. We have the South Node, though, which says, do not let your past hold you back. The South Node's going through Libra right now, so there has been a lot of relationships under review. There's been a lot of karmic past life relationships and situations kind of coming up, especially as the North Node is going through Aries, which, if you've been following for the past couple months, you know that I've been calling that our purpose activation. Your hard work is paying off. Dig that. See, I know the collective's working on it, but there has been messages coming through in the collective readings, like Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups in some cases, a lot of Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, though. I feel like those two cards have come out either together or one or the other in every reading lately. And the Four of Pentacles to me is about release, but also about surrender in a sense, where it's like, not my will, but thy will type energy. Knowing that you're abundant, knowing that you're guided, knowing that you are divine and filled with the divine, led, protected by the divine. So it does feel like the collective is, and I'm just going to say this because we're not doing a release tonight. I have a sigil for an activation, and we have a candle. With that said, if you are either trying to release something at this time, someone, old relationships, old situations, thought patterns, if you are somebody who has experienced a lot of trauma in your life and that's your story, now during this full moon energy is the perfect time to burn that story down, to let the divine fill you, to write a new story. And I've been saying, what we've been through is what we've been through, and nothing can change that or take that away from us or any of that, right? But when we get in the habit of identifying with the traumas that we've experienced and basically witnessed, we begin to embody that frequency. We begin to live that story over and over, not only mentally and emotionally, spiritually, but also physically, because that is the frequency that we are holding. That is the experience that we continue to have. And I notice, especially in the tarot community, the spiritual community, we're some soldiers. We really been through some stuff. And I notice a lot of people really identifying with their traumas almost like a badge of honor. Not a badge of honor, but it's like, this is who I am. I am that abused person. And it's really not, you know what I'm saying? So and I'm not saying, we have to heal that. But in order to heal that, we do have to let it go. We have to understand it. We have to fill that empty space, that void space, with divine light. And we can start by telling a new story. Every single day we wake up is an opportunity to tell a new story, right? Yeah, no, and that's a touchy subject, because a lot of egos, a lot of people have almost made that their identity, and it's like, we don't know any better, right? We're conditioned. We totally believe we're these bodies, and most of us haven't had the experience of our true self. And with the way that the world is, Age of Aquarius, though, the Age of Awakening, is not only awakening to the fact that we're in the matrix and that everything's messed up, but also awakening to who and what we truly are on a soul level. But even beyond that, our soul is really nothing but a bundle of memories, attachments, traumas, programs. I was just reading the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, before I jumped on with you guys, and I opened right up to a passage about whatever mode, whatever energy you're in when you take your last breath is the energy you're going to reincarnate into, which means if you have all of that on your soul, on your heart, when you pass, you're going to incarnate and have to finish that. Or if you pass away and you just wanted to be a millionaire so bad, you pass away today, you're going to incarnate again, and that's going to still be in your soul. You're going to want to be that millionaire, or you're going to want to do this or want to do that. And so really realizing that it's not what we are, and rooting down into the presence. I honestly feel like self-inquiry, constant self-inquiry, changed me on the deepest level and would change the world and everybody. I think the most beneficial thing we could do to help the world is to realize the self. And I mean, not just intellectually, because a lot of people understand intellectually that they're not the body, they're not the mind, they're not their thoughts, they're not their programs, they're not their any of it. But having that realization experientially it's a completely different thing. Once that happens, you know, our karma dissolves. We're no longer identified with that story, not just through, like I said, intellectual understanding, but through experience. Like, whoa, be still and know, right? Be still and know. Rose, thank you so much. So do not let your past hold you back, family. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries and South Node. And it's crazy because the North Node is in Aries right now. The South Node's in Libra, and we have that energy. It's time to go. It's time to go. New moon, clean slate. Let's get it. How else? All right, bet. Can I get one? Thank you. Energy. So that sun card one, I just wanted to grab one, rest, right? And that energy card. So also it feels like this almost like a recalibration where we rest and we get our energy together, we get ourselves right, balance our energies, right? Before things really start to pick up. That's been the vibes in the collective readings lately as well, where, you know, we go through this portal and it's like, let's go, and we go through the portal and Spirit's like, yeah, hold up, we not yet, right? So it you know, I feel movement, but it's not like let's go right now, we have to be somewhere. It's like we're moving energetically speaking. So what is the message for the collective tonight, Spirit? Hold up, y'all. Okay, what's the message for the collective tonight? What's the message? Is that what I think it is? Okay, it's crazy. Check this out. Star on the bottom of the tarot deck, I'm just noticing over here. I think Cap and maybe Virgo or Taurus as well had this as the theme of their reading, but what made me laugh was we were just talking about that kind of pause, right? We have Temperance, which is all about patience. It's about alchemy, transmutation, Sagittarian energy. So this is that integration of the wisdom that we've gained through everything we've been through, and kind of getting our energy together and getting the vision down on paper or on a vision board or in our mental space to where we're able to connect with that, touch base with that, charge that, so to speak. I was just saying in Cap's reading earlier, choo-choo, as we bring those visualizations up, it's powerful just to visualize and to feel it, but to be able to continue with that visualization, to embody that frequency after you're done with the meditation, and then to be able to go back into that same meditation and continue charging that vision is even more powerful. Rest, temperance, magician. Let's see, what's the message today for the collective spirit? What is the message for the Void family? Page of Pence. You guys, Page of Pentacles to the Sun, 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And I've been saying this is coming in hot after Pluto and Capricorn came through and tore those structures down, family. We are ready. We're ready to move on. We have, and the vision I got earlier, and in one of the Earth sign readings, was the caterpillar like breaking free of the chrysalis, and so it feels like we're right there. It's been the energy of like the light at the end of the tunnel. And that is it. This is it. A lot had to be cleared, a lot of darkness, a lot of structures that were not built on solid foundations, and here we are, kind of just gaining our footing, finding our balance in this new energy, taking this as an opportunity to build what we came to build. So there's the 8 of Swords coming through as well. I love this depiction of this card because if you see, she's looking in the mirror, there is birds just bombarding her. To the point where she's like bound and tied up. She can't move. But if you look in actuality, in the moment, there's none of that even happening. She's free as a bird, and there are no birds. And the mirror in this card represents our mental space. The birds, they're the swords, right? They're the thoughts. And so this is just a reminder, collective, that everything that is happening in our mental space it's not real, right? It's an illusion to a certain degree. The only thing we have that's real, that's reality, is right here, right now, in this moment. And so not letting ourselves get caught up in the past, in the stress, in the anxiety, in the overanalyzation of where we're going, or whatever, thinking about what we've been through, etc. And I feel like this is just kind of that remnant energy from the storm, from the tower. But ultimately, this is really what it is. Magician, Page of Pence to the Sun, to the 8 of Wands. This is the new beginning, and this is where we finally not only embody our light, connect with our light. Not only is the sun about healing, abundance, but it is moving into a much lighter energy. What's the advice for the collective? This may even be, the Page of Pentacles may even be an opportunity coming in for some of you. And this would be you taking that and moving, and it obviously being very fulfilling. So I think the 8 of Swords here is just a reminder not to get caught up in your mental space. Not to let the anxiety take over, not to stress, not to overthink. What's the advice for the collective? There's been a lot coming through about relationships and love. So I feel like that is in the energy pretty heavy. And I know it is manifesting and resonating differently for everyone. So the advice is Fool. So, okay, Pete, the Fool, first and foremost. Trust the divine. Trust your intuition. Take action. Free fall into this new cycle. Free falling through this portal into what's new. Fool is number 0, so this is a clean slate, right? So this is, this person is definitely not bound by the past or anything for that matter. and is definitely taking the risk, trusting the divine, trusting the universe. But then we also have Ace and 2 of Wands coming through in your advice with the 5 of Wands. 5 and the 2 is the 7 of Wands, plus the Ace is the 8 of Wands again, which we just had on the bottom, right? Which is about movement, moving forward. And then we have the 7, right, with the 5 and the 2. Well, it feels like if things are chaotic around you, this is about you staying in your own energy, protecting your bubble, staying rooted, staying in what we've been saying is staying as close as we can to the eye of the storm. And keeping your gaze fixed on the future, taking action as you're guided. So I'm almost seeing this 5 of Wands as all of the external energies, distractions, competition, chaos around you. And this is really kind of like Spirit saying to buckle down and focus on you right now. Stay in your own energy, keep your side of the street clean. For those of you that have been getting a lot of downloads and ideas, regardless of what it has to do with, taking notes right now, keeping track of that seems to be a message here. Especially for those of you that are like starting businesses or starting new projects or whatever it may be, where you're starting something that's gonna, bring in this abundance. We have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck with the 10 of Wands. I also feel like the collective is moving into another paradigm financially. So I just want to say, I was feeling that message about love. Well, on the bottom of this double major deck, and I'm just now realizing this, we do have the Knight of Cups. So some of you may be trying to manifest love, or you may have that coming in for you. Yeah, so it's just the same message repeat about not letting our past hold us back, about taking the risk, being bold, taking action, and really taking advantage of this new chapter, of this new opportunity. And it really does feel like we all have a chance to really wipe the slate clean right now. There's been a lot of messages coming through about not letting our ego or our little self kind of mess that up for us. So like I said, telling new stories, doing the healing, doing the releasing, writing the new story, getting the game plan down together, you guys, it's for real. And then taking action as you're guided, because once you plant those seeds and you get that vision together, or you write it down, or you make that vision board, it's on, right? Then we have to be open, and we can't be in that 4 of Cups energy, worried about all the empty cups, so to speak, when we've planted seeds, right? Because that's gonna need our attention. So what do we have, Spirit? You know what? I think we're going to get into... I'm going to get these piles together. That's what we're going to do. Because I feel like the message just kind of repeated. Patience is a virtue. Such a rainy, gloomy day. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. I'm going to grab the cards, just a couple. I think we're going to grab one from this White Light Oracle, one from this Shaman's Dream, one from the Keepers of the Light, and maybe a tarot card as well. And we will, maybe a tarot card, maybe a couple. Then once we're done with these 3 piles, we're going to charge this candle and charge this sigil. I will be burning that tonight while the full moon is still full. Pile 1, please, Spirit. Pile 2. guess this will be a little quicker than shuffling through and grabbing 12 piles. What's the message for pile 1? Okay, pile 2. Pile 3. Whew. Thank you. Spirit like, y'all better sit y'all asses down. Deep quiet, number 11, meditation and stillness. There goes our portal. Portal. All right. Spirit. Sit down. Yep. Temperance. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have here for pile 2? Temperance, meditation and stillness. How about pile 3? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, nope. This one's for this. Okay. And then bam. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, green Tara, supreme protection. Where's the tarot? There we are. Ooh, I'm making a mess over here. Let me. Okay, pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. Collective. Thank you. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have this old alternate version of the tower. Family, just let it fall. We just gotta let it fall. Spirit's like, just let that thing fall. All right. So you can go ahead if you feel like, putting in the chat what pile you pick. Feel free to do that. What do we have? Spirit. Pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. That. Okay. Sheesh. Which one of y'all are manifesting love around here? I think there's been a lot of clearing of old energies, and the collective is ready to connect with new energies. Everybody pick 3. All right, we got a couple 2s over there. All right, we're going to start with 1. Obviously, let's see what we have. Dvadapatra. And y'all can feel free to share what this card makes you feel for pile 1. We will read it. Number 38, that may have some significance. What do we have, Spirit? Shoot, I might need to turn this light on. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It's an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all the good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. The Holy Grail is the sacred chalice. It's a powerful, living, regenerative, and deeply healing symbol of hope and blessing. It will interact with each soul in its own way. For your soul, that may involve a recognition that the light is always seeking you, wanting to fill and heal and bless and protect you, to initiate you into awareness of the realms of light, beauty, and divine presence. It may remind your heart to receive, that you are capable of being a channel for goodness, grace, abundance, and pure light. It may be recognized as a sign of a future blessing, of something truly desired finally coming to pass. The sacred grail is hope. It is blessing. It is both a portent of fulfillment and the inner means by which we connect with the loving language of light and truly receive. In Sanskrit, patra means goblet or vessel. It's not only an object, but can be a teaching or even a sublime teacher or heavenly being within whom we can dwell. It is that which holds us in a loving way, our soft place to fall. In learning how to receive, we also learn how to be received, how to be fully beheld, which is an expression of unconditional love. When we experience being so loved, we learn how to love in such a way too. We become a true receiver, nurturer, and protector of the heart. The sacred chalice reminds us of our potential to hold, but also of the generosity of the universe in providing for us, so we too can be held and receive all we need. Dvada is Sanskrit for pathway, an opening or portal, a doorway, or even a means or method. The oracle of Dvada Patra indicates the way for your deepest fulfillment is via the receptive faculty of the sacred feminine. The feminine way is organic, creative, responsive, spontaneous, and effective. It is not constrained by our human perceptions or what is or is not possible. To honor and empower the sacred feminine genius in our lives requires a considerable shift away from mainstream conditioning and into spiritual surrender. Allowing her method, rather than blocking her loving creativity in our lives, entails the movement from head to heart. This means you will not necessarily understand how a situation will work out, yet you will feed your inner guidance to proceed in a particular way. Your inner guidance will often seem to disregard the otherwise convincing realities of the outer world. That inner wisdom has allegiance to a deeper truth than appearances can convey. You may wonder at times if you're crazy to follow an internal guidance system so at odds with the way the majority of people move about in this world, yet you will know in the depths of your being that your inner guidance is true and wise. As you invert your priorities from ego to soul, you'll invert your locus of orientation from head to heart, from outer to inner reality. You will trust what your heart knows, whether or not it makes sense to your logical mind, or anyone else's for that matter. This oracle foretells a happy, heartfelt manifestation, a true blessing coming to life. Hard to read in the dark like that. Sheesh! There's that blessing. Let's see what else we have. Damn! Pile 1. Fortune's Wheel, number 23. You got Earth. Gaia. Hopefully we can get that to focus. Or not. Earth Connection. Staying grounded. It says be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. And then we have the Knight of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles. You guys, pile 1, if you picked pile 1, you definitely have a blessing coming in. And it really feels like moving from your head to your heart and rooting into that is where it's at. I think we should maybe read Fortune's Wheel as well. If I can find our little book. There it goes. Okay, 23. Luck and right timing, a turn of fortune. The fortune's wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You have the magic touch and everything turns to gold. There is nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of the fortune's wheel. Use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you'll be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Fortune's wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They all were choreographed by fortune. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. Beautiful. Straight up, this is all of your hard work paying off, pile one. This is where the harvest is at. Everything you've learned, all of the tools, this is where you've been putting it into motion, into action, and seeing the results in whatever way that looks for you. So beautiful, beautiful message, pile one. We open for the blessings over here. Pile two. Karma of Kutuhala. Oh, wow, you guys. 43. This seems like it's going to be a message too. Pile 2. Go ahead and take that in. Pause it if you need to. Hopefully I'm not butchering this. Kutuhala. Number 43. And I think we're right there. No. Beautiful. Your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. So commit to what truly ignites your heart and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects with your heart. Follow your genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail. You shall arise. Karma of Kutuhala. Kutuhala is a Sanskrit term that translates as that which excites wonder. Even if it doesn't seem like it'll lead us anywhere practical, following our bliss can allow for something beautiful and deeply fulfilling to unfold. We often pursue what is sensible and secure, yet what could be more appropriate or divinely and delightfully inappropriate than pursuing a path so intoxicating, so fascinating, so utterly mesmerizing to the spirit that no matter what challenges arise, you feel so much love and commitment and compassion, you shall not turn away. This is the stuff of potential greatness. We might call it being led by our hearts. Kutuhala is permission to do just that. The shadow side or unconscious pursuit of Kutuhala is seen when we chase our bliss in such a way that nothing genuine ever gets a chance to mature. We might be lured by greener grass in the chase after every new possibility, like a butterfly flitting from place to place. This doesn't involve the heart, but rather the restless mind, which acts from fear and avoidance rather than using passionate devotion as its foundation. And that is a message that somebody needs to hear here in pile 2. Following your bliss from your heart, something that lights you up, but not something that's just the next new thing because your mind is, moving from place to place, which acts from fear and avoidance rather than using passionate devotion as its foundation. The commitment that emerges out of true kutuhala is not about clipping one's wings, but about growing them and learning how to fly skillfully. Without commitment, one takes a leap, tries to fly, fails, and rather than goes through the process again and again until there's understanding that leads to mastery, one tries to ride a bike or surf, dance, teach, heal, or innumerable other things, never giving any a chance to settle and evolve. There's inherent wisdom in kutuhala. Let yourself be truly excited and inspired. Allow yourself to stumble, to not know, to become the holy mess that precedes sacred rebirth. When your attraction is deep and soulful, you will have the capacity to stay the course, even through difficulties. Do not allow the ego to tell you that the struggle must be a sign that a path isn't right for you and thus drag you away in search of a substitute paradise. The oracle of karma of kutuhala can relate to those times when you're just discovering the path, feeling inexplicably fascinated by something, and are encouraged to explore just the true nature of that fascination, just what the true nature of that fascination could be. Then the karma of wonder is guiding you to fulfill the deepest longings of your soul and attain spiritual freedom in the process. We often think of karma as negative, but positive karma is our connection to guiding grace, the soul's delight that empowers us to live with the joy and rapture. We can cultivate positive karma in the way we live our life, from the heart, with forgiveness, a sense of worth and gentleness in our hearts. This oracle guides you towards spiritual empowerment, your ability, even today, to create something positive, gracious, and loving. What ways of being and which practices would enhance your ability to be a generator of positive karma in this lifetime? Small steps can lead to great accomplishments when we stick to a path. Be patient in your passion and you shall go far. This oracle encourages you to recognize that in its own inimitable way, spirit is practical. It just tends to go via the deliriously rapturous, astonishing, and deeply healing route. Trust what you love and let your heart lead you. You and your life shall become luminous, sanctified in the grace of alchemical transformation. An unexpected and miraculous arising is at hand. Wow, you guys, and so what this message feels like for pile 2. We have the karma of kutuhala, and we have dharma unfolding with dwal kul here. So it really feels like if you picked pile 2, you're really creating something or doing something from your heart that lights you up, but also that's your dharma, it's your life purpose. It's like you're aligning with purpose in a big way here. And we even have skywriting the fates. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. And you guys, we got the Fool here for pile 2 with the 9 of Swords. So there is this message of fear, or this feeling of fear coming through. And with you coming through as the Fool, in the advice, it's like, trust where your heart is guiding you and leading you. Trust your intuition, trust the divine, trust your dharma, trust your path. We're gonna read this dharma unfolding from this deck here. When dwal kul appears in a reading, he reminds you that your path is unfolding as it should. Take one step at a time and remember that your only spiritual function is to be happy. You are a powerful person with many lessons under your belt and a real capacity to share your wisdom with the world. Take the time to go over what you've learned recently. Recognize the strengths it has brought you and acknowledge where you've been courageous. Dwal kul is now working with your angel guides to help your journey unfold like a beautiful lotus flower, one petal at a time. This feels big, pile 2. This feels major. It feels like a true alignment. Beautiful. think we got to read this sky writing as well. 49. The fates, that which cannot be changed, and non-judgment. It's written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that the journey will be treacherous. It's just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you're faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection, not good or bad, neither in flow nor blocked, this or that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now you're facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it. Big fool energy. Whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life, with all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Dig that. Beautiful, beautiful messages. Pile 3. Pile 3, Archon Barbello. And let me just make sure we're not going to jump into... There we go. Archon Barbello, number 10. You got First Breath, Beginner's Mind. You have Saint Germain, Karma Releasing. The Hierophant and the Three of Cups. Let's see what this is all about. Archon Barbello, number 10. Whoop. Your biology and gender are creative and powerful means for you to express your soul path. Sometimes you may feel limited by gender constraints or stereotypes, but your spirit can never be restricted or controlled. Embrace the journey of what it feels like to be you in your own body. There's much benefit and healing to be gained through an embrace of your life journey, including the deeper experience of the absolute freedom of your spirit. Archon Barbello is an angel, goddess, divine mother, and sacred space. She's mysterious and powerful. She is the inviolable purity and truth of your being, the spiritual essence within you that is eternal and cannot be tainted or distorted. Her presence in a reading is a sign that any errors in judgment shall be corrected and any losses shall be restored. If you've been off your path or become disconnected from your real self, she's the innate understanding and power within your heart that pulls you back into authentic connection and true direction. Archon Barbello teaches the soul the mystery of how we can be in male or female body and yet have characteristics of both masculine and feminine within us. She also helps us understand how our androgynous spiritual essence can embrace masculine and feminine energies to accomplish its higher purpose. This spiritual essence is beyond gender and is not altered by it in any way. When a connection to the androgyny of the spirit is experienced authentically, there is no rejection of the biology of the body, nor the gender-based experiences that the soul has chose to fulfill its spiritual mission. We can enjoy our inner masculine and feminine energies and engage with them to create, celebrate, grow spiritually, and heal our soul. Every soul has a unique path, and yet every soul is here to find the way home to divine love and inner truth. The feminine energies in every soul empower our ability to embrace what is and find compassion. This allows for the mercy and forgiveness and wisdom that start with what is and hold space for evolution into what can be. The masculine energies in every soul encourage exploration, development, and inquiry, stimulating us to question everything, which can lead to discernment and higher understanding and keep us strong. This ensures that negativities are banished from our personal space before they can undermine our personal healing and spiritual progress. Archon Barbello helps us fully experience the masculine and feminine principles as creative, interesting, and powerful methods of expression rather than definitions of who we are. The value of the body, of gender and biology as ways for the soul to experience and express itself is complemented by the freedom that comes with understanding the spiritual part of you is entirely free from constraints of any kind. You can retreat to this sacred, pure, untouched place within when you need to replenish your reserves of wisdom and willpower for your life journey. Connecting with this part of you can remind you that whilst your life journey and your experiences are important and help you to grow, they do not determine who and what you are. You exist in the realm of Archon Barbello, the pure light of divine presence. Your spirit is always nestled beneath her radiant wings, yet to shine that light in the world where it's most needed requires you to have a soul journey as a human being in a physical body with biology and gender. If you have any concerns about this or wish to bring healing to those who have such concerns, this oracle brings encouragement. Ask for help and healing from divine spirit that all souls find truth in their journey, blessed with mercy, wisdom, grace, and compassion. Crazy, because this almost feels like an experience of your true self, pile 3. This really feels like what we were talking about earlier before we jumped into the cards, when I was like, it's one thing to have an intellectual understanding of who and what you are, but to actually experience that and tap into that and learn to work with that and live as that is a completely different thing, because you did get this first breath beginner's mind. And so I feel like also as you connect with your deepest self, with your true self, it creates a new world for you. And with this karma releasing as well, it's like this is where we let go of the old world. This is where we're not going to let our past hold us back. This is where we're truly going to find what lights our hearts up and follow that and follow the guidance into that and create that. So let's read these two as well. Saint Germain. The extended message for this card: karma is the spiritual law of cause and effect. We experience many levels of karma. Some we inherit from our family, and some from the people we keep helping out of the problems they keep creating. Saint Germain is here now to clear your energy so that you no longer have the weight of the world or your loved one's world on your shoulders. Be aware that an old pattern is leaving your life and creating space for something more loving to enter. Visualize yourself surrounded by a fiery violet cloak to release all of the karma you no longer need. Speaking of the fiery violet cloak, it is that full moon energy. It would be the perfect time to do that meditation. And honestly, you might be able to find one on YouTube somewhere, or just picture yourself surrounded by that violet flame, and imagine that it's burning all of the unwanted stuff away. 21. And this is the first breath card. It says beginner's mind. I don't know why the focus is tripping tonight, y'all. Anyways, when the first breath card shows up for you, it's time to leave the old stories and tales behind. You have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There's nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. There's no need to dwell on how difficult the journey's been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. Even if it's a familiar place you've come to many times before, try to experience it as if it's for the first time, for you are renewed, and the old you is no longer your concern. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was just so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it and breathe. You've already gone beyond it, have overcome and resolved it, even if no one else realizes this yet. Soon enough, they will, as you move on. Do not squander the power of the first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Use it for new beginnings, to animate a world you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. Kind of crazy, we were just talking about that at the beginning of this reading. So this is all about your new story. This is all about your new story, embracing fully your true divine essence and self and letting that take the wheel. Pile 3, this is big, and I did see a lot of 3s before we grabbed the cards. And don't try to make the story fit, just take it how it resonates. But the essence of this is releasing an old world and coming into your own, into yourself, and writing this new story. Beautiful, beautiful. So it's almost like, it feels like a rebirth for pile 3 especially, where it's like, usually we would meet someone and we would just first, jump right into our old stories, the stories we always tell. It's like, no, now it's different. Who are we now? What can we be? What do we want to be? What do we feel? What's in our hearts, right? I'm also seeing this energy of you really doing your own thing. The way I see this Hierophant is you breaking tradition, breaking the mold, and creating your own, right? Really becoming this divine channel of this white light, of wisdom, of divinity. And it looks like coming into union and contact with your soulmates, with your soul tribe. This celebration energy here with the 3 of Cups. This is your soul family. This is how we do things now. We no longer do things like that. This is, this is the new era. And so I did grab, wow, you guys, I did grab a message for the collective as well, just overall, aside from the piles. And it's crazy because I think one of the earth signs, either Virgo or Capricorn, got this alabaster tablet of Layla. But we'll read it again here tonight. Sorry for those of you who have just listened to me read this card. But we also have the Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. And we have Archangel Michael here. And the message here in the tarot is about release and trusting your intuition and taking action from that space. Moving on. It's about the realization that we are almost there. This really is an old life, an old cycle that is closing at this time. So take it easy on yourself as well. I'm hearing you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And like I said, I want to read this just for those who have not heard this card. I would say just go to the Cap or the Virgo reading and scroll to the end, but we're here now, so let's get it. We have 41. Alabaster Tablet of Layla. Beautiful cards. And this is the White Light Oracle, by the way, for those of you that missed it. You are remembering at a soul level. You're tapping into greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You're protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. The angel Layla heralds from Talmudic scriptures. Unlike any other angel, she is specifically described as a feminine being. Layla is a reminder that there's a place only the feminine can fill. If we attempt to live our lives skewed toward the masculine, we will miss out. There's great value in masculine tendencies toward exploration, adventure, progress, and development. However, the feminine tendencies toward compassion, acceptance, kindness, and mercy are a balancing necessity. For humanity to survive, these dual wisdoms need to find their balance and integrate into mature expression in every human heart. The appearance of Layla in a reading suggests that the feminine must lead at this time. Period. Layla in a reading suggests the feminine must lead at this time. Allow the way to be shown rather than directing a path based on your current perspective. Layla is a guardian angel watching over all transitions, including the transition from the soul into the embryo during conception and the guiding of the soul out of the body and into the realms of light when the physical life draws to a close. Alabaster was lauded by the ancient Egyptians as a guardian stone which leads the soul toward the light during times of transition. The alabaster tablet of Layla indicates that you are navigating a significant transition. It may be that your outer life is going through change, or it may be that inner changes are happening within your soul, or both. As within, so without. You may not know how to traverse the shifting inner and outer landscapes, but the oracle advises you that this great angel is guiding you faithfully and effectively. In the Talmud, Layla teaches wisdom to all souls before they're born. She then strikes the upper lip of the infant at the moment of birth, creating the indentation at the upper lip and causing the child to forget everything they know. Life is then the journey of reconnection and rediscovery. The alabaster tablet is a crystalline scripture. Its vibration encourages the soul to seek the light and the spiritual path, sparking remembrance of inner truth. It helps us remember the sacred purpose for which we were born. If you feel out of your depth or in need of some more information or understanding, this oracle reassures you that it's okay to not know everything right now. The answers you need shall become clear at the right time. All is within. Layla is maternal, protective, and devoted to the human collective. Bars. Her name can translate as night. She's able to traverse our own spiritual nights. She is able to traverse our own spiritual nights, whether they be periods before, after, or during our lives when we're going through the dark night of the soul. Layla's there, reminding us that spirit will always show a way, and within us is the wisdom to find it. Crystals are embodied light, and alabaster in particular emanates the white light frequencies. It is highly reputed as a drawing stone, absorbing negative energies and attracting the light of spirit into your heart and life. The alabaster tablet is created from a sheet of alabaster that energetically sheathes the soul, deflecting interference through its invisible protective shield. This oracle encourages you to perform a spiritual cleansing that feels right for you, sealing your work with a protective shield of white light. You can accomplish this by calling upon the alabaster tablet of Layla, combining the sacred earth medicine of alabaster and the celestial angelic protection of Layla using this healing process below. And I'm going to read this real quick, but also if you're interested in the spiritual protection video and you have not connected with that yet, after this video, go click on the Capricorn. I think it was the Capricorn reading. There are links in the description of that video, just so you don't have to go find them and I don't have to waste time trying to think of all the names. If you're interested in the protection magic and the meditations and stuff, links are in the description. Some of you may want to go back to this after the fact when it's quiet and you have some you time. It says, as you relax and become increasingly aware of your breath flowing in and out, allow yourself to be present in this moment. Let your awareness shift from the daily world to the sacred inner world. You can see, sense, visualize, or feel that sacred inner world as you read or listen to the description below. There is a point of light within your heart. As you notice that light, it rapidly expands and you feel a sense of love and recognition. You know, without knowing how you know, that this light is a friend from long, long ago. The light becomes a beautiful feminine angel. Her light shines like a gentle sun, and you feel warmed in her presence. She casts her hand, and a path appears. It is your path, the best way for you to proceed. Notice how you feel about this path. Can you accept it, embrace it, trust it? As you take a step, you realize she's with you. Your heart then remembers that she has always been with you and shall always be with you. Settle into this connection with her for as long as you wish, knowing that even when you return to your daily activities, your remembrance of her being with you during this exercise will have shifted something deeply for you. It'll allow you to trust and feel more loved and connected to that which is beautiful and true. To complete this healing process, ground yourself with some gentle movement and plenty of hydration. Archangel Michael coming through as well, though. Trusting heaven. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Family, these are some beautiful messages here. We didn't read this drifter. Let's read this drifter card. There it goes. 14. What lights you up? Collective. Experiencing life as it comes and seeking the essence but not knowing the form. The drifter invites you to step out of your to-do list and your ordinary routine to feel the breeze against your skin, calling you to follow the wind and explore life's opportunities. When the drifter appears, it's a sign that it's time to cut the mooring lines holding you to the dock. It's not important to know the destination before you set sail. It will become clear as you leave port. Do not wait for a map, as there are none for where you're destined to go, but be sure you do have a compass to keep you true. Yours is the pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. Few appreciate the energy of the drifter. Here, you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meeting someone else's expectations, but you are the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. Your quote-unquote laziness is an underappreciated virtue. You know that life will find you and bring you everything you require without you having to search for it by simply being instead of frantic doing. Even as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on a daily walkabout, call it back home regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. The drifter helps you find what you're looking for, even when you didn't think you were seeking anything. Didn't we have one more? No. Here we are kind of moving out of that Pluto and Capricorn energy as well. Taking action. And there seems to be a bit more of a pause here in the collective energies. So embracing that, not being in a rush, family. Let me clear this space real quick. And then we will get into the charging of the candle and the sigil. Hopefully y'all were able to take something from those messages. Dig that. Thank you, Spirit, always. And thank you all for being here. Hopefully I didn't miss too many. Thank you, Jill, for the super chat. Amira, thank you. John, thank you. Unless these are, I hope I'm not. I hope I didn't miss anyone. If I did, thank you so much. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all, for those of you that, smash that thumbs up. For those of you that show up and show out every time, thank you so much. Hopefully y'all can see me. All right, so let's charge this candle first. And I wanted to do the candle and the sigil. This focus is tripping tonight. I wanted to do the candle and the sigil. And the candle I want to do for your own intentions. Not only for your own intentions here, if you have, healing you want to send to somebody, or prayer, or a manifestation, put your intention into this candle, but also charge this candle with the intention that everybody's intentions come to fruition, right? So I'm going to actually grab our little boxes. Set this here so we can charge it. I'm going to charge it as well. And then we will light it, and we're going to charge this sigil, and I'll explain that in just one sec. Go ahead and take a few deep breaths. You guys connect with your heart space. Do the Kabbalistic cross if you want to, or however you drop your roots down into the earth, connect to source, or however you connect and get in the mood. And then we will draw energy into our heart space, white or gold light, or whatever you feel comfortable doing. Pink light, red light, it really doesn't matter, whatever comes naturally. And charge this candle. As you breathe in and you fill your heart space, you let the breath out and you guide that energy out of your hand into the candle, and watch the candle, imagine the candle, picture the candle being lit up with that energy, family. Love to everyone in the world. Galos. Amen to that. All right, let's charge this, fam. Y'all can go back and pause it if you need to. I like to say as well, I know there's always a lot going on in the chat. Feel free to go back to this at any time if you want to fully take it in. I can't believe we've been an hour and 21 minutes already. Sheesh. Time doesn't exist. Space doesn't exist. So anytime you want to do this, a year from now, it'll be just as powerful. I am going to put this on one of my altars. Yeah, let's light it. So it is. It's been really cool, you guys, too, to see all of the everybody doing their egg cleanses in the group. Come on, I know it's more energy in there than that. Beautiful. Thank you, family. Thank you, spirit. So the sigil tonight is, and we were supposed to do it last night, but it charged. It's got some extra charge on it now. So this was made with the intention that our internal divinity shines bright. It's literally what this sigil is. That it activates our spirit, the voice of our spirit, so that it becomes loud and clear, so that you can hear your guidance, so you can see your signs and synchronicities, not only so you can hear and see the voice of spirit, but also to bring understanding for the downloads that you're getting, the signs, the synchronicities. Most of us are so caught up in our day-to-day that internal dialogue, monologue is most prominent. This is going to activate that voice of spirit within you to become the leader, to become, so it's sticking out to you so you can recognize it, hear it, feel it. So for those of you that are going to want to charge this, I'm going to hold this up for a minute and do the same thing. Take a couple deep breaths into your heart space and charge this. There doesn't have to be any special intention or anything on this. This just carries your energy, and it is an activation. This is called a sigil, and we will be doing a sigil making video here soon. So for those of you that are interested in that, I'm sure a lot of you already know how to make these. This is basically like a prayer, an activation. It's just putting intention into this. As you're making it, you're putting intention, light, and energy into it, charging it with the moon or the sun, or however, whatever your purpose for your sigil is, and then burning it, or whatever. You can carry it around like a talisman or an amulet. Do whatever you want with it, but go ahead and charge this, family, if you are going to be adding your energy to this ceremony. I will be burning this tonight. Pause it if you need to. Things shining bright. So aside from the messages, and I just wanted to do something quick tonight. Aside from the messages, the sigil, the candle, I also, down in the description box of this video, let me just make sure before I start talking crazy. So I was guided to share this with you, and a lot of you may already know this practice of mantra japa, chakra japa. This is going to help you connect with your energy centers, with your chakras, clear them, activate them, and just connect more deeply with them. It's kind of random that I was guided to share this, but I do have the mantras all posted down in the description box. If you want to, feel free to copy paste that somewhere, or to screenshot it if you're on your phone or whatever device you're on. Feel free to screenshot that, and in your own time, sit in meditation or find a quiet spot to kick it for a minute. Ground yourself, center yourself. Feel free to do the grounding and clearing your energy meditation. I will link that down in the description as well, but that's in the Know Thyself playlist. It's a quick meditation to help clean and clear your aura, your body, and then seal your aura, ground down. Feel free to do that first. and then connect with all of your chakras one at a time, starting with your root chakra. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the chakras or the colors or anything associated with them, feel free to Google it. Bring up a picture of, the chakras. Bottom root chakra, Muladhara chakra is what it's called. You picture it red, or even like brown or black or whatever. Red is common though. You picture that. You bring your conscious awareness down into that chakra, starting from the bottom, working your way up. You bring your conscious awareness down into that energy center, and you slowly breathe and guide your breath using your will and your conscious awareness. Guide your breath down into that chakra. Picture it glowing brighter and brighter with each breath. I say at least 3 breaths. You breathe all the way into the chakra. You pause, hold for a second, and then you release the breath. You exhale, but you picture the energy staying in and just the air going out. So you're drawing the prana down into your energy centers. You're holding it, you're locking it in there. And when you do your Muladhara chakra, your root chakra, you can breathe down into that chakra and then squeeze Mula Bandha, squeeze your anus, while the energy is in there, to lock it in there and to help activate that, and to basically signal to your body and your energy centers that you're wanting this energy to move upwards, up your spine. You can even picture your Kundalini energy down by your root, starting to rise up your spine. So breathe down into I say at least 3 breaths, but also if you feel guided to a particular number intuitively, or if you're working with a number right now, or if you've been seeing a certain number sticking out to you, you can even ask yourself before you do this, hey spirit, what number are we working with? Stick to that. Breathe that many breaths into your chakra. Lock it in. Then when you move up to your sacral chakra, that'll be orange. You're going to breathe down into your sacral. You're going to watch it glowing brighter and brighter. And then just like you locked and squeezed your anus down for the Muladhara, for your root chakra, you're going to do that same thing. You're going to squeeze your anus, but now you're going to lift up on your perineum as well. Kind of like that muscle that you use to stop the flow when you're taking a piss, right? You lift up on that and you squeeze your anus at the same time. And again, picture that energy flowing upward, raise it up. You can even kind of suck in your stomach with all of the breath out or in to kind of pump that and, help raise that energy, and then work your way up. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And you notice for the third eye and the crown chakra, it's the same mantra, but it's a little bit different pronunciation. For the crown chakra, the very last one, you're going to pronounce Om with the A in the beginning, and you're going to picture that A, Om. You're going to picture the A starting at your root chakra and vibrating all the way up to your crown, and you can actually feel the vibrations of that mantra moving from your root chakra all the way up your body into your crown chakra. When you're holding that M, you feel your crown chakra and your third eye chakra just vibrating like crazy. So for those of you that feel guided, that will really help open your energy centers up. For those of you that are not into that, maybe you want to try the middle pillar exercise, and some of you already know how to do that. Others, I do have a video in the Know Thyself. It's a very similar practice, but it's more from the lens of the Kabbalistic, mystic Kabbalah, Kabbalistic practices. So, and that's it. That's what we got tonight, family. And I was just saying earlier to a friend in a reading, the more you visualize, the more and more, the better you'll get at it. But even deeper than that, working with visualization is really just learning to train your will and to use your will to guide energy, to move energy for healing and magic, right? For manifestations. So I know a lot of people have a hard time visualizing. Practice makes perfect. You'll get better and better. Even if you cannot visualize at all, relax and just imagine it. Just imagine it. And you know, I think a lot of people that say that they can't visualize, I feel like we think or feel like we have to do it a certain way, and we have to see. We visualize all day. All day. Like if I say, think of your grandmother or your mother right now, you have a picture of them in your mental space, right? Or anything for that matter. A bottle of water, picture a bottle of water. It's something that we're naturally doing all the time. But the more we practice, the more we really learn how to concentrate and be present in that visualization, the more and more powerful our will gets, the more quick our manifestations come to fruition, the more quick we can heal ourselves. And it really is just all around beneficial practice. I know I've seen huge shifts within the past handful of years, and beautiful results, and it's really blown my mind. I've told this story before. I remember a year and a half, 2 years after I really started practicing with high magic and energy healing and Reiki and all of that, I remember being completely blown away. Like, wow, I would have never imagined, right? Would have never imagined I would be able to tap into the astral at this level and, you know, traverse the different planes of consciousness and the astral realm. Would have never imagined being able to do that. Just, I was like it was a little over a year, I feel like, when I had that realization, like, whoa, I'm really tapping in with this stuff now. So perseverance, family, practice makes perfect. Patience is a virtue. Everything happens in perfect divine timing. So I think that's what we have tonight, family. 11:39 here in Detroit. I hope everybody's well, man, and I hope everybody's feeling blessed on this full moon, because this is a blessing. Again, I hope those messages resonated and helped in some capacity. It's been a gloomy, rainy day. My head feels like it's about to pop and shit, so I apologize if my energy's a little bit off, y'all, but I love y'all. I appreciate y'all more than words. And I will catch you guys soon. We'll be jumping back on the collective readings tomorrow morning-ish. We've been having a bunch of appointments and shit lately here. So it's just been crazy. The schedule's been nuts. So I do have some things in the evening tomorrow, but I will have the morning to jump into these readings. I'm going to go throw this candle on the altar. I'm going to go burn this sigil here. I'll try to snap a picture of it if I can. Sometimes, though, it's hard to do with one hand, so if I don't, please forgive me. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Star Seeds, what up? Thank you all so much. T-Ja, Michaela, Baby Girl Poop, Crazy Curls. Y'all, thank you so much. It makes me smile seeing the fam here. Makes me smile seeing the fam here. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch you beautiful beings soon. If I don't leave now, I'll be here all night with y'all.